ga re tswa papatong. We go rock climbing with inspirational climber Fitchen. Re feta lenaneo re le kwa KZN for a development canoe story and spend some time with 7 times winner of the doozy, Martin Dreyer. Tse le tse dingwe mo go Sports U SABC2 12 to 12:30 where you belong. Kila abang khalakapi mo nanong laro na. Humpiano, we dealing with the water, and now we go up to the hills and the mountains. Yes, a youngster called Fitchen at age 9 was diagnosed with epilepsy, and his confidence took a knock. But rock climbing was the one thing that kept him going. At age 15, he got to climb Mount Kilimanjaro, highest point in Africa. Let's see where he's set his heights, this young cliffhanger.
Rotsklim is 'n aktiwiteit waarin deelnemers op, af of oor natuurlike rotsformasies of kunsmatige rotsmure klim. Die doel is om die toppunt van 'n stigting of die eindpunt van 'n pre-gedefinieerde roete te bereik sonder om te val. We spent some time at the Table Moutain cliffs and meet with Fitchen, who was diagnosed with epilepsy at the age of 9, to find out more about his vision and ambitions in rock climbing.
It's a long story because I've always loved just being in the mountains. It's always been a getaway for me. It basically started when I was diagnosed with epilepsy when I was about 9, and from that the only thing that could keep me really comfortable was being in the mountains. And I set myself a goal to climb Kilimanjaro in 2009, and I was only 15 back then, and it was all a very new world to me. And with very cold toes and very little air in my lungs, I stood on the top of Africa's highest peak, and I'd caught the bug, and then I have to climb more mountains around the world.
En dit het hy al op 'n jong ouderdom bereik toe hy in die Himalayas geklim het. Maar rotsklim is nie vir sissies nie. Especially when your vision is to continue to challenge yourself, and despite the altitude and the temperatures, you still aspire to climb the highest and most dangerous mountains in the world.
Yeah, it's the danger always is in the back of your mind whenever you're climbing up a big pitch or on a big exposed face. But I just love it so much that I know how I understand my boundaries, and you must learn to respect the environment that you're in. So if it's looking like bad weather is going to come in, you must bite the bullet and calm down your ego and just not go for it.
Okay, well, it's the morning of our very shit.
Toe in 2012 het hy 'n 5 maande lank ekspedisie na Mount Kenya aangepak.
One of the more recent was on Mount Kenya, where we were we had to sleep on the exposed face at about 5,000 meters for 2 nights without much food and no water. Temperatures dropped down to about -26 with a big wind chill.
So we got Garth there trying to warm up with his special Tai Chi exercises, or he's just flapping around.
Oh wow, look at that, you beautiful glowing orb.
We have sun! We have sun!
I think that was the first time I really, it was a very close call, so it was a big learning curve. And I think that's the whole thing of mountaineering, is that you learn a lot from each experience, and you just hope that you don't snuff it when you're on it, you know.
And I can't tell you how happy I am to have Jonathan Joseph as my friend, and you'll always be me.
Ditto. Guy, you're a champ.
And there you go, we got a bit of cloud.
As in all sports, it's all about the practice and the dedication.
I think on each trip there's been those amazing moments. It was definitely I could start from Kilimanjaro, where it was I'd never been in snow before, and here there's like this patch of snow. I'm loving it. I'm freezing, and you're just running on adrenaline. I think in the Himalayas when we summited a virgin peak, previously uncharted, and so we were the first people to stand on top of the 6,000 meter ice giant. And as we got up to the top, there was the sun rose over K2 and all of these beautiful Himalayan peaks just lit up. I think that's kind of been captured in my mind and why I'm so drawn to climbing these beautiful mountains. And then during Cape to Kenya, I think it was definitely a combination of the school programs where we were able to meet over like 600 kids along the travels and just like share our ideas and discuss, which was just like heartwarming, and I really felt I was doing something. And then the climb of Mount Kenya, it was just like so brutal, so tough, and then like almost dying at the end of it, like waking up on the last bivvy night, when we woke up and we were like, okay, we're alive, that's great. And you could just see the sun rise, and we had known that we had summited Batian the night before. So it was just, every trip has its own unique highlights.
As in all things, what goes up must come down. And for Kai, this expression happens every day, the whole year round. But how does one start rock climbing as a novice?
If anyone wants to start off sport climbing, because all you need is just a good harness from say Petzl, and then you need a rope, some quick draws, and then you just come to like a crag like Silver Mine, and then you can just, it's best to go with someone who's done it before so they know how to belay you, but that's a great way to just start off. Now when you get into like big mountains and mountaineering, temperatures drop down dramatically, like minus 30 or so.
Dit is noodsaaklik om jou liggaam en gees in die zone te kry, maar die regte toerusting is net so belangrik.
Getting into climbing, trad's always my love, because it's always terrifying in some way. You can have scary moments on easy routes compared to sport climbing where it's all just about the physical capability, but then mountaineering is just a whole like combination of it all, but it does really involve warm gear and the right gear.
Rock climbing is a physically and mentally demanding sport, one that often tests a climber's strength, endurance, agility and balance along with mental control.
I'm always rock climbing, that's my passion, so it's not, I don't really think of it as training, it's just I'm always out and about, but training does come into it when there's certain expeditions that I have to train for. So if it's for mountaineering, then you have to focus a lot on cardio and lots of running and keeping up your climbing fitness, and well, it's a big mental game, so lots of traditional climbing on Table Moutain, just keeping your technique up to scratch, but it's just yeah, I'm training every single day, and I've just been doing that for the past 5 years pretty much.
Aangesien hy reeds op die meeste vastelande geklim het, wat bly oor vir Kai om te bereik?
Well, it's my long-term plan is to do the 7-second summits, and that's kind of going to be about 20 years in the making, eventually hopefully attempting K2. But it's to make sure that to do all the expeditions in this manner, and each expedition is about a year long. Like the last one was 5 months, Cape to Atacama will be about 9 months, and then it's a year's planning. So I think my ultimate goal is to do K2, but to just have fun on this long, interesting journey.
We at Sportsview wish you all the best for the years to come and safe climbing.
Ga re tswa boikhutsong kwa mafelong a lenaneo, re tla be re le kwa KZN for a development canoe story and spend some time with Martin Dreyer, 7 times winner of the Doozy. Tse le tse dingwe mo go Sportsview SABC2, where you belong.